What's up guys, how's it going? It's me, EDzDesigns here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can make some pretty cool 3D text using Photoshop and Cinema4D, and this is the sort of thing you're going to be able to make. In this video I will be using my exclusive lighting setup and material pack, which you can purchase off my Selfie store or Selfie, whatever you want to call it. The link's in the description, and it does include like the text setup as a template, like other text setups, lighting setups, and materials, cameras, all sorts. So it is pretty useful, like if you want to be making your own designs. But let's get into the tutorial. So I'll just quickly turn off one of the text setups that's already in it. And the first thing you want to do is open up Cinema4D and get your lighting setup and materials made, because obviously like I've got them all here from my setup, but if you don't have them then you want to get them all ready. And then go into MoGraph and MoText and click it, and go into Object and Align, then Middle. So now you've got your text in the middle of your screen, all centered. If it's not in the middle of the screen, then you want to create a new camera by clicking that camera and go into it by checking the box so it's white. And you can use this to move around, this one to zoom in and out, and this one to rotate around it, so you can get the angle you want. So for this, for now, let's just do like a side view like that. And you go into MoText, Font, and choose which font you want. So I'll just use the same one as I used for my demo, Planet Cosmos. You guys can go and download that if you want, because it is a free font. And change the depth to about 70. You can extrude it as much as you want, but it's just how 3D you want it to look. You can make it really long if you want, but it's up to you. And then go into Caps, Start, Fillets Cap, End, Fillets Cap. And as you can see, that's giving it this sort of like bevel look here, so it sort of sticks out the front. And steps, that makes it smoother. So if I change this to 3, you'll see in a second, it's now like gone much more smooth. So we're going to change it to 3 and 3, then steps 3 and 3 for the end. So you can play about with that, choose which settings you want, but they're the ones I'm going to use for this tutorial. Then go into MoText and Object again, and choose whichever materials you want. For this, I'm just going to use my, let's use my red one for the front, so just click that and drag it on. And change the selection to C1. Wait, did I do that yet? C1, and that makes it so it's only on the front of the caps that you've just made, so any other materials that you drag on behind that, they will like go below it, and this will be on the front. So let's use my Ed's darkest material for behind it. It's like a metal, and if you drag this one to the right hand side, so then it's like at the front. We've got that one on the side and this on the front. And then if like I rendered that out, you'll see that it's sort of all stretched across it, because at the moment it's set on UVW mapping, and you want to change the projection to just click it, then cubic, and click seamless. So now it's going to look much more smooth and have a nicer texture, and do the same with the other one. So now I've got our red text. We're using, if any of you like do get this, lighting C, because that one's like the highest quality but the longest render times. It's up to you guys, whichever you want. Like you can play about with it, whichever one you like the look of. But we've got our text with the materials on, and now that's about it for the stuff in Cinema4D. Just position the camera however you want, and you can obviously change it whatever the text says if you just go into that and type. But you go into render settings, which is this one here, and I think the shortcut for that is Control B. And then if you click output, you can change the resolution. For this we're just going to use 1920 by 1080, because that's the standard, about high enough quality, and make the resolution 300 dpi. That'll just make it look nice and crisp, not have like jagged edges. And change the frame range to current frames. It's just going to render exactly what's on your screen there. Then change the save to wherever you want it. You just press that, and that'll bring up your file explorer. Let's just save it as text 3, because I've already got text 2 in there. Format PNG, and this is going to make it so it doesn't have a background, so you don't need to go around removing the background. It's already transparent, just the text on its own. And make sure they've got alpha channel checked, and you don't need any of those two. Tick those bottom two. I've got these settings here as well, which are part of my lighting setup, because they like add all shading and stuff, but it's up to you guys. You can find out other ways to do that, or just purchase it, it's up to you. And once you've done that, you click this one here, which is Shift and R, or just press that to render it out, and that's going to actually turn it into a file that you guys can use in Photoshop. So this might take a bit of time, shouldn't be too long. You just need to wait for that bar to fill up a few times, and then it'll start putting the textures on. I'm not sure how long it's going to be. I think this is the last time that fills up, so we'll just wait while this renders out. Should look pretty nice because this is using my advanced lighting setup. And yeah, as you can see, we've got the nice metal texture on the sides. It's all like wrapped around it, and we've got the fillet caps, so the front's almost sticking out a bit. Looks pretty nice, I'd say. And once it finishes putting all the texture on, then it'll give you a render time, and that'll change to green. And then you're ready to go into Photoshop, and you just open up Photoshop. If you want it on its own, then you can press File and Open. Or if you've already got something that you want to bring it into, you can press File, then Place Embedded or Place Linked. For this, we'll just do Place Embedded, and I'm just going to use this one here because this is one I had before. Don't know why I'm using that one, but just because I felt like it. And I'll delete the other one there. If I just click it, then delete, and right click it and blending options, and this is going to bring up all the different options to add lighting, light effects, sort of glows, drop shadows. And the first thing that you want to do to give it that lighting effect is gradient overlay, because as you can see, that's already given it a bit of one. You can pause the video and like copy out these settings, but we're going to change it to overlay because that makes it even more sort of like harsh, the lighting. You can bring down the opacity if you want, but I'm just going to leave it on 100%, black to white, 90 degrees and 100%. And then we're going to add an outer glow because it's on white at the moment. You might be able to see it, but if you change the blending mode to normal and the colour to red, as you can see, that is like a bit too harsh at the moment, so I'll just bring the opacity down to something that looks nice, about 40%. I'd say that looks quite nice with this colour. Different colours like you might want to change, say I wanted to do blue, but obviously the text is red, so I'll keep it red. Size 50, technique softer, spread 0, 50, then 0. Copy out the settings and pause the video if you want. And then you can add a drop shadow. That makes it look 3D. Again, pause the video and copy out these settings. You can tweak them and play around with it, like to get something that you like. It's up to you. And then the last effect they're going to add is inner glow, because this sort of, you can't quite tell. If you change it to overlay and bring the opacity up to 100%, bring the size up, it sort of gives this extra sort of lighting effect, like the light sort of coming in but not going too far. It looks quite nice. If I turn it off then on, you guys can see the difference it makes. It's up to you guys, but I quite like that effect, so I'm going to leave it on. And then press OK. And then the next thing that we're going to do, I've already got it on, but create a vibrance adjustment layer, because as you can see, it sort of just makes it look a lot nicer. So if I delete that one, you go into your adjustments. You might not have it open. If you don't, then I think window, then adjustments, turn it on. If I've got it turned off like there, then just click it, turn it on, and click this one that says vibrance, and just bring the vibrance all the way up to 100%, and that just makes it look a lot nicer. You can tweak the saturation if you want, but I'm just going to leave that at 0 because I like it how it is. And then one other thing that you can do, if you want to change the colour of it, just go into hue/saturation, again in this adjustments panel, and it's just a slider that you can use, and that lets you change it in Photoshop as much as you want, all the different colours, without having to go through and redo the whole thing. And that's just quite a nice effect that you can give. So there we go, we've got it in green now, orange, whatever you want, but I'd say that looks quite nice. You can use that in all your designs. If you do use this for something, then make sure to like comment below and link me it, because I'd love to see what you guys actually make using this tutorial. Make sure to leave a like and comment below as well if you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more tutorials because there'll be a new one every Tuesday. And I guess that's it from me for now. I'll see you next time, guys, and thanks for watching. Bye.